your team's been playing for a while now, but from your perspective, how cool is it to bring a couple of different faces and games into the lineup with Wolansky and Carson Meyer?
It's good for the organization, see where they're at. We're looking for people that are part of the solution, and they're going to be given a chance. So this is a time to do it after the trades and where we're at. So it's a good opportunity for them.
Do you know how long you're going to be without Danforth?
No. It's not day to day. I know that, but Saturday morning, called Mike Vogt, not feeling right, so that's why he didn't play. We brought him in, and he was diagnosed with a concussion, so we don't know how long it's going to take. Those things we never know.
That was on the Perry collision with Corrali.
I believe so. It's a previous game, yeah.
What have you heard about Carson Meyer's game in Cleveland? How closely, what's his role going to be here?
Yeah, he's going to start with Corrali and Olivier. Intense, brings a lot of energy. He's obviously a guy that can make plays. But we saw him in the past. It's not like we've never seen him. We know what kind of player he can be. So lots of energy, good on the forecheck, smart player that can create some offense, but his main job will be to support Corrali and Olivier in that with that line identity, which is creating momentum and energy.
Fix-Wolansky's a guy that's scored at every stop, basically. I think this opportunity might be a little different than previous calls for him, where he looks like he's going to get a shot in the top 9 or whatever, however you want to call it. Yeah. Are you committed to, I mean, he's got to hold up his end of the bargain, but a longer look at him than maybe he's had in the past?
It depends on him, but that's something the management and the coaching staff will evaluate on a daily basis. But I thought the last game he got better as the game went on. He had some chances, a few shots. So we want to see what he's got. So, but at the end of the day, it's going to be up to him to perform.
This last game with the trades, Igor moves up to the top line with Johnny and Boone, and he's a guy that we're starting to see more and more out of. Is it kind of exciting or interesting to see how he maybe performs with those guys, to see what he can bring to that line?
Well, we've tried that guy. We've tried Chinnikov on that line previously during the season, and it worked well. We see a guy that is very strong at using his speed, creating offense. He could be a good combination with that line, but it is very exciting. The year he's had, he's a guy that's taking steps, and now we see him with Jack being gone, and Jack was on the penalty kill as well. He took that spot, did really well. And we know he can play on the power play. We know he's got a lethal shot, and he's got speed. So there's so many things he can do on the ice that's very exciting for us.
Do you almost feel like he's still sort of scratching the surface? Because you look at his toolkit, and he's got the speed, obviously. He's got the shot. And I think you like the way he kind of thinks the game as well. That he could be a really good player the more he kind of just keeps learning and keeps figuring it out.
I think he's already a good player, but he could become even better over time. He's still a young player, and we're very excited. I think if he keeps progressing the way he is right now, that could be he could become that kind of a power forward with skills that can generate offense, but also being very reliable defensively as well.
How unique is his skill set in terms of how fast he can skate, and his, you said lethal shot. You obviously watch a lot of guys play, but how unique is his skill set? Yeah,
it's pretty outstanding for a young player. How he's really powerful. His lower body is really powerful. So it gives him the ability to create separation, and for him to use that lethal shot, his wrist shot is one of the best I've seen in years, if not the best. So it's a good combination of skills. But what I do like a lot is for him to be reliable defensively. So it gives us a chance to play him when we need a goal, but also when we need to protect a goal.
Do you feel any differently prepared or better prepared for this call-up than you have for previous ones?
Yeah, I'd say each one I feel better about. It's just now this is my third or fourth call-up in 3 consecutive seasons. So I know the group pretty well. I know the staff, all the managers. So certainly a level of comfortability there, and I'm a bit older too, so just more confident in my game and everything.
You had a really good year. What the career high in goals already? What's working for you this season? What's been the focus, or where's been the growth?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I have a lot of trust in the staff in Cleveland, and I love those coaches, and they work with me every day to do a good job of getting the best out of me, and I've done a good job of working on the mental side of the game and in order to get the best out of myself. So I think those are kind of the 2 main components for that, and I'm just a lot more confident this year, and at this age, 4th year pro, I just I know what I need to do on a day-to-day basis on the ice and off of it. So
You mentioned confidence there. Is it kind of a chicken or the egg situation? You've scored a bunch of goals this year. I imagine that helps, but maybe the confidence of just being more experienced also kind of helped you get to that point as well.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, the more goals you score, the more confident you're going to be. But yeah, I've taken a little bit of a different approach. I worked on my shot a lot this summer, and so I just shot the puck a lot more this year. I try to go in every game and be physical and bring that aspect, but also I try to get 3, 4, 5 shots on goal a game, and the more you shoot, the more it's probably going to go in. So.
Yeah. Does your game have to change at all when you come up here? Because there you're a guy who's playing big minutes, probably a top 6 guy. Here it looks like probably playing with like the Crowleys of the world. Can you play mostly the same game, or does anything have to adjust a little bit?
Yeah, mostly the same game. I think I can use a little bit more of my engine here because of down there I probably play close to 20 minutes a night on that top line with Gaunt. So I have to kind of pick and choose a little bit more when to go after a guy. But here I can just focus on the physicality, but I still want to provide some offensive zone time too.
You had a baby. How has that affected your motivation, just your mindset?
It's been awesome. My wife's been amazing, and I think as far as my mindset, it's just kind of puts everything in perspective. You have a bad game or long day at the rink, whatever it may be, and you come home, it's impossible to be mad or upset with it. You just kind of forget about hockey once you get home, which is, for me, great. So, whatever, good game, bad game, just move on and go hold the baby.
How much sleep are you getting?
More than my wife. He's just started this last week or so to sleep pretty good chunks, but the beginning wasn't easy. But she takes the game nights, so.
Team effort.
It's a team effort.
You said 9 weeks?
Yeah, 9 weeks tomorrow. Big kid, 15 pounds. So
Future 4th liner.
yeah, he might be.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's better than me.
You've played in a lot of different buildings. Have you ever played Montreal before?
No, I haven't.
Is this a cool experience? Or will be?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Just left Montreal yesterday.
Oh,
we
that's right.
were up in
You got to
Laval with the
stay, eh?
Monsters, but I gotta come home, kiss the baby, kiss
Yeah,
my
there you
wife,
go.
get a practice in. So it worked out pretty well.
This flight will be better than the last.
I bet.